So we're going to take a look at student Sarita that we have, and we're going to be looking at our forehand, and this is our first lesson together. And actually we're going to show you the beginning of the lesson and the end of the lesson and what we worked on. So what you're going to notice about Sarita is she's got some good footwork. I'll be talking and we just watch her hit her basic stroke. So she likes to stay on the balls of her feet. She likes to get that racket going right away, which I like. She's got a loop. That's not bad, but we can see the finish is kind of the main problem. She tends to get the racket back early. You can see the way she got her racket back from the first to the second time. If we take a look at that, if we go back and take a look at that, from the first to the second time is a little different too. We want to make that consistent. So the first time she goes to get her racket back, she brings it up and then down and up. And then the second time she starts to bring it up, but then she kind of goes straight down. So, I don't mind if people go straight down or, do the loop, but I like to see it consistent. We want to build that stroke like a machine. Another thing as we watch her go is we also want her to be able to use both arms through the shot more together. Let's take a look at another one right here. She gets ready to go to hit. Right there, we're going to take a look and we're going to see that the distance between here and here, she's not really working these arms together. I don't like the separation that we see right there. Okay, so you see that little line there. I'd like to see her arms both kind of together, and then if we continue to play the video, we'll watch that her follow-through is kind of the main thing. She follows through and she's way down here. She's way down here, which we don't want. We want her follow-through and her racket to be up over here when she's done, up over her shoulder. So that was the main thing we worked on. We'll just play one more time so you can kind of see what we're talking about. So she gets the racket right. Let's see what she does this time. This time she's going to go straight back. I don't mind the straight back. And then, big follow through down. You can tell that ball definitely went in the net. So that was what we started out with. And we're going to take a look at what we finish with here on the next, on the other side. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're finishing up looking at Sarita's lesson that we had for that hour, and you're going to see a big improvement. Notice how she's going to be working both hands together. Very pretty follow through. The racket is consistently moving from an up high to down low to up high again motion, kind of a circular motion, which is what a lot of pros do. So you can see that there's a lot of improvement in an hour. I like the way she lays her racket head back just before she hits. Let's see if we can get that position right there when she goes to hit. The racket head laying back and then falling through. Very, very nice. Let's watch it again. She gets set, and that racket head starts to lay back. And then look at how she's coming up towards the ball. This is a really nice shot of exactly how you want your racket head to be squaring up with the ball when she follows through. I kind of missed it there, but then she had the really nice follow through over her shoulder. Okay, so that was very, very good. I'm liking how both arms are starting to work together. Watch as she turns her shoulders. Watch as she turns her shoulders right here, what we're starting to get. Notice how both arms here are addressing the ball. Both arms are addressing the ball out here. And so she's using her offhand or non-dominant hand to also find the ball as well. You see how she's pointing to this ball right here? That's helping her find the ball we want that ball out to the side, so then she's going to come up and she's going to hit up in here. We see that our racket right now is pretty high, but it's going to drop well beneath the ball, and she's going to swing up at the ball. So let's continue the stroke and watch this all line up together. Boom, up and through, beautiful catch on the follow through. So let's continue right here. Let's watch the next stroke. I like how she gets back to ready position right away. Up, down, up, and then watch this follow through. We gotta love this follow through. You can see that right here the racket butt is actually pointing out towards the target in the net. That's what we want. We want that racket butt pointing at the other side of the court when she's done. You can also see when she's done that her strings back here are facing towards the ground, which is nice. Lots of beginners, when they're done their follow through, their racket face, the part that actually hit the ball is usually up here, and that's why their ball kind of goes sky high in the beginning. So Sarita's picking up a lot of good things right now. So she's really on fire in this first lesson. Okay, she gets back to ready. Another thing I want to do is show you the flight of the ball. When she goes to hit, where does the ball go? You can see that that ball, I'll show you exactly where that ball is right now. It's kind of in the edge of our screen. Oh, did it take off on us? It was over here. Let's see if we can rewind that a little bit and get that ball back in our view. So we'll push play. I'm going to try and capture that ball again when she hits it. There. Okay, look at that. So this ball, I'll be able to capture this one. This ball right here, there's the ball. Notice how the ball is going up. It's starting to go up. And we'll just keep the ball moving. It's going higher and higher and higher. Higher still. Let's move it back one so we can get a good look at the ball. Okay. So here's the ball again. I got you circled, ball, and you can see that from her swing that the ball is clearly on an upward path. This is very, very important, because what do we got to do? We've got to hit over this net. Look at the net clearance that we now have. We got a lot of net clearance. Rafael Nadal is a master at this, being able to hit the ball up and over the net with topspin, which is going to make the ball fall on the other side. So a really beautiful job by Sarita. You can see after she follows through, this is very important. Look at her racket face. Look at that Wilson. It's facing towards the ground. Again, lots of beginners at this point, the racket, they've opened up their wrist and the racket is going up. We don't want to see the racket up. We want to see the strings facing the ground. That's what allows her to brush the ball and send it up and make it fall on the other side. So Sarita's picked up a lot of advanced techniques after 1 hour. Okay, you can clearly see the difference between the beginning and the end, which is really, really nice work by Sarita. Okay, so that was a great job. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you want to see how we did this whole hour lesson together, every step that we did to get it this way, you can look at our video. It's only $10, and you can just download the video and watch it, and you'll get a $60 lesson for $10. So take care and have a great day.